Scandinavian Bob here, hi. One of the most common questions from guys I get is, does this count as a relapse? Should I reset my counter? Or, for example, I have reached 120 days today. Should I stop counting now? Many of you have probably seen me answer these questions in the comment section by saying something like, does it really matter? And some of you are probably thinking, hey Bob, how can you respond like that since quitting porn is such an important subject? And if it's important, it means it matters, right? Well, listen, I'm going to show you what really matters so that you can adopt a healthy mindset here. Let's start with this one, just as an example. Okay, so this is your brain right here, and over here is your counter. Now this is not only your brain, but it is your brain having been free from porn for 4 months now, which is great. You have given it a lot of time for healing, and that is the only thing that really matters here, because no matter what you choose to do with the counter here on the right side, it doesn't change the fact that your brain is doing really well right now. If you stop counting, it doesn't change the left side of the line here. And the same is true if you keep counting. It remains the same. What I'm trying to say here, guys, is that what matters is how your brain is doing and not what number you write down on a piece of paper. And the same is true for questions like, for example, 4 days ago I was on day 142, but then I slipped and watched porn for 20 minutes. Do I really have to reset my counter now? Again, you don't have to do anything. Your life, your rules. This is not a competition where there are some general official rules to follow or else you get disqualified. No, the counter is only there to serve you. You simply have to ask yourself what you are using the counter for in the first place. Are you using it to keep track of when your last relapse was? Well, if so, then yes, you should probably reset. But do not for 1 second think that the number of the counter reflects the general health of your brain. Let's say person A here has been binging to porn every other day for 6 months in a row. But now he has finally managed to get to day 7. Well, do you really think that he is further ahead in terms of rebooting health than you are just because your counter is now saying day 3? You have all this clean stretch here with one small relapse in the end here. And he, on the other hand, has been binging like crazy for 6 months in a row. Well, obviously you are much further ahead in terms of brain health. So again, the counter doesn't really tell you anything when it comes to your rebooting. And another thing, look at the screen again. Your brain is to the left and your counter to the right. Okay, so let's say you are on day 24. And so let's say you then have a strange kind of relapse where you just keep jerking it to underwear models for 5 hours straight and no hardcore stuff. Now you start wondering, well, since it wasn't hardcore, should I keep my counter going or should I reset? Perhaps I should keep it going. Well, again, my answer would be, does it really matter? Because look at the screen again. Whatever damage you did or didn't do in those 5 hours, it's already done. And no matter what number you put on the counter the day after that is going to change what already happened to your brain. You can write 0 or 1 or 100 or 1000. It doesn't change anything to your brain. What's done is done. So this is what I mean when you see those answers where I say, does it really matter? And the takeaway message is going to be, if you find that having a counter helps to motivate you, then by all means keep having one. But do know that the counter is there to serve you and no one else. And do not for 1 second think that the number you can see on that counter is the end all be all when it comes to your rebooting brain status. Lastly, if you keep relapsing, then there is something I want to share with you. I installed a software called Covenant Eyes, just so I could check it out carefully in order to see if this is something I could recommend to you guys. And I have to say, I like what I see. Covenant Eyes has 2 main functions. A, it is a porn blocker app. B. It monitors your screen activity on all your devices, sending a notification to your accountability buddy if you start wandering off and start surfing on some erotic content. And the B part here is really what makes this software so powerful. This is really where it shines. Yeah, so in other words, you should ask a friend or family member to be your ally. Personally, I made my best friend who is living in Sweden my ally, and I have to tell you guys, I can really see how powerful this will be because, well, if you're having urges and you start thinking about going to some nasty websites, then you will definitely think twice about that because the software is going to take screenshots of your activity and then send it to your accountability partner. Now, the screenshots that your ally gets are going to be blurred, but they show enough for him or her to see what you are looking at. Any concerning activity that he or she can review, and if need be, then he or she can call you and ask you how you are doing. This is so powerful because, well, not only you don't want to disappoint yourself by relapsing, but you also don't want to disappoint your ally either. And of course, if you're thinking about visiting some super weird categories, well, then the thought of your accountability buddy seeing screenshots of what kinds of nasty things you are watching is a major motivation for you to not even go there. Have you ever heard the line, "Addiction thrives in secrecy"? Well, that one is so true. And with Covenant Eyes, you now have someone to stand in your corner as you're fighting your rounds. You don't have to be alone. Listen guys, I have so many times told you that relying on willpower is not enough, especially not in the beginning of your journey. And right now you have the opportunity to get the first 30 days free by using the promo code STRONGER when you sign up to Covenant Eyes using the link down below. Guys, I highly recommend this software. Take advantage of this opportunity. Sign up 30 days free right now to get the ball rolling so that you can finally leave the pain behind for good. Use the link down below and use the promo code STRONGER to get the first 30 days free. And oh hey guys, if you can't find a box for the promo code when signing up, don't worry. That just means it's automatically added in there.